views expressed on this program are those of the hosts, guests, and callers, and are not necessarily those of this station, its management, or other advertisers. You're listening to Transformation Talk Radio.
Hi, welcome. This is Dr. John DeMartini. This is one of the most amazing and inspiring shows that you can listen into. If you want to be on the edge of your seats, if you want to open up your heart, if you want to expand your mind, and you want to meet incredible people, stay tuned because you're just about to experience a transformative radio show that will change your life. And you're listening to the Dr. Pat Show that's coming up right next.
The following audio is via a Skype call.
Welcome to the Dr. Pat Show. Talk radio to thrive by. Powerful, inspiring, and coming to you live, bringing you stories of people like you and me busting through and living life full out. Get ready to dare to wonder what your life would be like if you knew you could not fail.
Hey, everybody. Welcome everybody. Happy Martin Luther King Jr. Day. Happy day. Happy day. That's Dr. Agnes Frankel joining me here today. We got a big show. The key element to upgrade your health in a quick and consistent way. Dr. Agnes, thank you so much for joining me here today. Let's stop for a minute. Let's talk about you before we jump into this. You know, you and I were talking before the show, and you said, I am committed to helping people. And I wanted to just ask you this one question. All the work that you've done to help people, you have graduated from university, you've studied, you understand what training is about. You've studied anti-aging medicine. You're somebody that's out in the world that understands the full range of what it means to help and heal people in the world. And the question really is, what are you most excited about today? What is it about your life? And when you look back on it, that has prepared you for what you're about to do?
Well, Dr. Pat, first of all, hello. I'm so happy to be here, especially that today is Martin Luther King Jr. Day. So it's a very special day for all of us, I guess. And thank you for having me here. So coming back to your question, it's really a big one. Because what makes me really happy and fulfilled is, as cliche as it sounds, helping people. I've done a lot of coaching sessions through the last 3-4 years, and I'm also a medical doctor working in a hospital. So kind of linking all of that together, seeing happy faces is something that makes my day. And that really is. So I think I was just getting ready for rocking with my mission, let's call it like that, and really like making one person at a time more and more healed and more, joyful and full of the good vibes. So, yeah.
Well, and, this is what I love. Today's show and what we're talking about, the key elements, right? And, this is really part of a bigger conversation that you and I are going to have moving forward. But most importantly it is time for a massive action plan, isn't it? Tell us why.
So massive action plan is something everyone should have. Healed, not cured, if you want to have wellness or not. It's something, it's like something like a must-have. So through all those years, what I've really managed to see is something really simple. And actually, the simpler, the better. And the simplest things are the most powerful. That's what I know now for sure. And that's like a treasure. If it's simple and it works, that's like, success. So the key element to upgrade everyone's health in a quick and consistent way is actually really simple yet difficult, because it takes time, and it takes being with yourself one-to-one and asking yourself the very basic question. And you need to dare to ask yourself this question. So let me share the question, right?
Yes.
So the question is why? And let me explain more about that. When I'm coaching one-to-one, every time during our coaching conversations and having, the goals and the aims, I ask people, okay, why do you want to do it? Why do you want to be healthy? Why do you want to lose weight? Why do you want to be happier? Why do you want to fall in love? Like whatever the health, wellness, why is. And the why, the really honest why, is like a rocket to making your life better and really thriving with the health. And, it's really a game changer. Yet, before having your true honest why, we are just having all those stories why we do want to do some stuff, but actually it's not the truth. So digging into your why is like the basic element. Do you agree with me, Dr. Pat?
I totally agree with you because, it's not just asking a question about why and then drilling down and then stopping when somebody says, oh, this is it. There's a why and then there's a real why. And, we're afraid to say the real why. Somehow we've learned along the way, Dr. Agnes, that, wait a minute, to really fully express our real why is an admission to maybe some fear. And, I don't know that that's all bad. I mean, for me, when I had the desire to go back to school, right? And if you ask me why, bottom line came down to, for me at the time, clearly I know there's a different reason that I went back to school that I couldn't have even planned. But my initial why had to do with, I want to make sure that I have a kind of education that no one in my family ever had, because the world is telling me that I need to have some kind of education. And if I have that education, the idea was, which I now know was not true, was that there'll be some stability for myself and my family. Now, I know now, looking back, that is not why I went back to school for 8 years, so that I could be called Dr. Pat, you could be called Dr. Agnes. I now know that the universe had a different reason why, but my original why, right? Wasn't that a way to help me get the ball going?
Yeah. And actually, because I've got all, people ask me, how do we know that this why is the right why? Well, the answer is very simple. If the why really helps you wake up every day being excited about what you're going to achieve, according to your health, wellness, or like whatever in life, if it's helping you in the tough moments, that's your really true why. If not your why, so we need to dig bigger. And let me share with you a book. Actually, I would like to mention Viktor Frankl.
Yes.
He was the very famous Austrian neurologist and psychiatrist, as well as Holocaust survivor. And he was the founder of logotherapy, and he wrote a very exciting book and very deep book, Man's Search for Meaning. In the book, he wrote about all his experiences during a concentration camp and what led him to discover the importance of finding meaning in all forms of existence. And what's really interesting that people, the Holocaust survivors, those who survived the Holocaust had really big meaning, why they want to do it, why they want to live, what for. Those who didn't, they didn't have the meaning in life. So actually, even if we're thinking about the huge aspect, like why are we living, why are we here? So not only according to our health or wellness, it's all about the why and the meaning. And each of us needs to figure it out, right? So the why, there's the big why and there are the small whys. Why do I want to be healthy? Or why do I want to lose weight? So I would say, I guess, our life is puzzled with all these different big and small whys, and we really need to ask ourselves this question and be honest about that.
Yeah. And, let's talk about, if we could, what happens when we can unleash some of the things we have within us. I mean, you talk about creating new empowering habits, and part of that has to do with looking at ego, right? And let's talk about habits, because so much time is spent on habits right now. And I wanted to get your sense of it, right? Because I have some pretty dang good habits, right? Not all of them. But how do habits help us?
Okay, so first of all, if we're speaking about habits and still according to wellness and health, at first we need to go back to the question. So habits must be really something that is cheerful for us, that is friendly, and that helps us to rock. So habits, if we want to have sustainable habit, it can't be something that is putting us down and that actually harms our health. I would love to tell you about one person. He's a medical doctor also, holistic practitioner and a great soul. His name is Gabriel Cousins, and he's the owner of Tree of Life Center in Arizona. He has got amazing quote, which is, you need to love yourself enough in order to heal, which means actually that your habits needs to be in tune with loving yourself and being, ego-friendly in order to achieve your aim according to wellness and health. So if you want to ditch those kilograms or, if you just want to lose weight and you are going to deprive yourself, that's not really empowering habit, right? So in the long run, you are not going to achieve your aim. Okay, you can lose your weight for like 1 week, 2 weeks for the event you wanted, but you won't stick to it. And that's really something I read yesterday when Oprah was sharing how she was trying to lose weight. And she said that she was trying to do it for years and years on, and she couldn't really stay with the perfect weight she wanted until she changed her intention. So she changed the intention why she wanted to do it. And when she changed the intention to I want to be in my best health ever, I want to thrive with my health and with my weight, I want my weight to be the best for myself, that's when she started to see the results. And that's when actually she started to have the sustainable weight. So that's really interesting, right? How the intention and how the habits that are empowering really helps us to thrive. So if we want to achieve something, at first, we need to have habits that, as I said, are really, really making us grow in a good way, and habits that are empowering us. And second thing, we as humans, which is scientifically proven, we need to repeat things on a daily basis to make them happen and to make them sustainable. That's why habits or rituals, as you can call them, are so important. So if you do something once in a while, it won't happen. You can't stick to it. But if you do something on a daily basis, day after day after day, and it's a habit for you, it's the recipe for success. And again, how to do something on a daily basis, how to make it a habit. So we are going back to the why. If your why is big enough to do something every day, that's how you can, that's the easiest way to have the habit happen, because you've got your why, you've got your first thing in the morning, you know why you want to do it, and you're doing it every single day for good and for bad, right? Even if you're detoxing, even if you just want to achieve this wellness, during the detox time, like juice fasting, you will have times when you just feel like crap, when your body is detoxifying and you're just having second thought about doing it or not or whatever. And that's when you really need to have your why on daily basis and your habit. Like, yes, I'm sticking to it. I'm drinking the juice for like 5 more days. That's my habit for now. And I just want to do it because that's my why. And it's so big, I'm going to do it. Yeah.
Well, let's talk about this. Not only is this something that you're doing and working with people over the world, but also you have today for our listeners, you have said, listen, I would love to talk to people. And you've offered a free coaching session for the first 3 people who go to your website and just fill out the registration on the coaching page. Tell people, first of all, I would love you to share what your website is and how people can find out more about you. And then we're going to get back and talk about, this idea of how we take that why and change it into our greatest what. What's the best way for people to, register for that free coaching session with you?
Okay, so for now, the coaching is full, but if you write me emails, all of people who write me emails and put their Dr. Pat show in the title will be first on the list to be noticed when the spaces are open. for now, I'm fully booked. But as I said, when only you write email with Dr. Pat's show, I will make sure that as soon as possible, you will hop and having the coaching session with me. And my website is dragnesfrankel.com. And what you can do for now, it's subscribing and really diving into MedRebel TV. So my vlogs and my, let's call like TV channel, when I'm sharing in a, I hope, fun way how you can really achieve the wellness and what you can do in easy steps. So yeah, that's what I would love to share with everyone.
Awesome. And here's what I love about this. I love that you're full, because here's what I know, that, you are doing work that is transformative in the world. And that is what people want. They want to work with others that are ready, willing, and able to help them change and shift. And so how do we get things going? What is it that we really struggle with? I know that I've talked to a number of people over the weekend, and the hardest thing they have to do is put themselves first, because they're out there giving. And that's going to be important for us to do. But I want to hear your perspective on that.
Well, Dr. Pat, you are so right. It happens all the time that people are such a big givers and they don't want to take care of themselves. And actually, we are taught as a society, especially women, that taking care of ourselves is bad. That at first should be our family, our kids, our husband, or the guy, and then us. But that's so wrong. That's so wrong, because it's like in the airplane, in case of emergency, what you do, whom you put the oxygen to? Yourself, right? Because only when you take care about yourself, you can help others, like kids and people around surrounding you. So it's the same aspect when it comes to your health. When you're healthy and thriving, and when you feel good, when you feel excited about life, when you feel like, yeah, I'm thriving, I'm my best self, you can help other people. You're smiling and you're just, sharing the good vibes all around. On the contrary, when you feel down, depressed, when you feel like, okay, there's no point to just keep going, and you're just actually living on autopilot, it's when you're spreading, the bad energy, and that's not what we would like to achieve. That's why the first really important thing when it comes to the ego and the aspect of our own body is to putting ourselves first in order to help ourselves and others. So we need to commit that we are the priority, that I'm the priority, you are the priority, and just remember that. And again, it sounds so easy, right? But somehow, when I'm saying that, people are like, does it mean I'm egoistic? I don't want to be. No. But on the other hand, is being egoistic a really bad thing? In the approach I'm sharing with you now. So if you want to change your life, start with yourself. Just commit having time with yourself, diary, going for a walk. The longest friendship you're going to have, the longest relationship you're going to have is the one with yourself. Of course, you've got kids, you've got family, but come on, you and your body, that's really the longest relationship ever. And when you look at this from that point, everything looks so much easier, right? Because then you need to really nourish yourself in the best way. You need to take care of yourself, that your body is a vehicle. And if you want to thrive, you need to take care of your body, because only when you're healthy, you can take care of the rest. Am I right, Dr. Pat? What do you think?
Absolutely. You can't do it. I mean, and what happens is that it's always easier, I think, Dr. Agnes, sometimes to take care of others versus treat ourselves well. And, whatever that is, and I'm not saying that that's true, but I know that studies have been done showing that women especially are going to, give freely, be there for others, even at the expense of their own health and well-being. And I think that is a very, very important thing to do. And, the last part of this, which is really important to look at is, Nike says it, just do it. Just do it. And, what are the components of winning from your perspective and success?
Well, as you said, actually, as you mentioned, I will do it. So basically, how to keep going. It's like now New Year's resolutions. We've got all this great list of things that we want to achieve in 2017, and somehow, are we really doing it? Are we? And well, the research shows that 70% from people who are having the New Year's resolution list are not sticking to them. It's painful, right?
Yeah.
But on the other hand, it's worth to thinking why. Why is it like that? So it's good to set yourself up to win, to have someone who will help you to be on track. So it might be a coach. That's why coaching sessions are so powerful. But it might be like a friend, someone from your family, your co-mate, whoever is just willing to help you and stick with the program and stick with your resolution towards yourself and your goal. And one warning: it must be someone who is willing to love you or like you so much in order to help you, be sometimes angry at you in a way, like really puts you out of your comfort zone. So if you want to look for someone who is going to help you, look for someone actually who is really who wants your best. Even if it means to push you a little bit out of your comfort zone and to make things uncomfortable. That's when we grow, and that's when the true transformation happens. So I will do it is like, do it a daily habit, have your why, spend time with yourself. And this is big warning, because actually when you spend time with yourself, meditating, writing diary, very often it happens that your why changes, your goals changes. You start knowing yourself better. You've got this relationship with yourself, which you didn't have for a very long time. And it's magical in a way. During the coaching sessions, people experience that, hey, I wanted something, but I think I'm different now and I don't want it anymore. And it's so beautiful to see, like, when people are growing because of knowing themselves, because of having this daily habits of just being with themselves, having this walk, listening to this music, or just having this meditation, and cherishing them as a human being, asking themselves about their wants, their needs, and how they can fulfill their mission in life. So what's the meaning of their lives and why they want to be healthy? Because being healthy is not the answer in itself. Being healthy is always for something. And the most powerful aspect is, I guess, being healthy in order to help others. And everyone, I truly believe that everyone has got his own mission in here and aim to do something, a talent, a gift. And to really share this gift with everyone else, you need to be your best self. You need to be healthy and thriving, but because that's the only way you can share the gift. No other way. That's why you need to take care of yourself. And now it's not egoistic, it's just a must, right? Because that's your mission.
Right. And, part of this too is when we are at that place of understanding, the why, now the what, it's just doing it. What do you think is give us a few tools to help people in the just doing it thing, to commit to doing it, get out of the comfort zone and do it.
Okay, so the first tool is having a notebook. When you put the starting point and the end point, or just the starting point, and commit every day with timing, with the really, like with an hour, like let's say every day 8:00 p.m. that you are going to do something. And when that time comes, set an alarm clock and just do it. That was really help. That's a tool it's really powerful. So scheduling it. If something is scheduled, that's when it's happening. So only scheduling things can help you to achieve them. That's really, really powerful tool. The second one, which is also powerful, is As I mentioned before, having someone willing to help you. And as I said, helping, I mean being a friend, but also someone who is pushing you out of your comfort zone. So someone who is really, really, who really wants the best for you, as a coach, as a friend, as a, your second part. So that's really powerful tool. And also surround yourself with meditation tapes, with great books, and set the time to be with yourself, to speak, to listen to people who had the adventure before you and who really achieved their aims, their goals, and just try to follow according to your own soul and what you think is right for you. And also, of course, coaching sessions are a big part in it, but you can do it without coaching if that's not something you're aiming for. It's just, to know your why. And that's how we are coming back to the first point, so to the beginning of our episode today. If you have your why and your why is big enough, you will just do it. Your why is like, the rope that you will fly on till the ending point. Because if this is really huge why, oh, come on. We both know, I think all of us know that we will do it anyways, right? We just need to have the why. And if we don't have this why, maybe the aim is not for us. Maybe that's not our aim. Or maybe that's not the why. And that's when we need to dig more and more.
Yeah. Well, this is part of really making this really super simple for people so that we can, look at what our lives could be like and make the necessary changes. Dr. Agnes, thank you so much for today. One last question. What's your personal message? What would you like to leave us with?
My personal message is something I shared before, that think about yourself as someone who has got really mission and is here on this world with everyone else, having his special gift, and taking care of yourself, making sure you're healthy, you're thriving, and you're surrounded with the wellness, that you feel beautiful and you're glowing inside and out, showing the good positive vibes, is a part of what you need to do being here as a soul, as a human being. So in order to share your gift, whatever this gift is, you just need to be healthy. So just think about this, consider this, and ask yourself, how can you help yourself today? What single small step you can make now, today, to start going in the right direction?
I love it. Dr. Agnes Frankel, thank you so very much for today. And I got to tell you, one of my favorite books is the book written by Viktor Frankl. It is one of the most transformative,
that's true.
I think, transformative, powerful books that we could read. Thank you so much for being who you are.
Much.
Thank you. Hey, everybody, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. More with the Dr. Pat Show.
Thank you.
The preceding audio was via a Skype call.